stuff going on because it's Saturday.
Yeah, true.
But it's
Hi.
fine.
Hello.
We're here.
Hello.
Mostly.
We're here. One of us is queer.
You'll never guess which one.
For sure. Anyway, it's just the two of us right now, but usually that changes throughout the day. People will drop in, drop out, because this is Organized Chaos Season 4. It is a 12-hour dungeon crawl where pretty much anybody in our community can drop in or drop out. And if you want to play too, you can come play as well. Just bug Artemis, because I'm busy. And I literally cannot see my screens beyond Streamlabs and Fantasy Grounds, so...
I'm your point of contact.
Artemis is the point of contact. Contact Artemis. Tell them they're awesome and that you want to play. So why are we doing this nonsense? It's a 12-hour dungeon crawl. Why? Because we hate ourselves and we're masochists. Oh, but also because of Extra Life. Extra Life is an amazing organization. They provide medical equipment, money for very specific testing, and sometimes just stuff to get kids through the day when they're in long-term pediatric care across Canada and the US. You can click the link being pinned in chat here and donate to this amazing cause for the third year in a row. Well, we've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years, but this is like the official 12 Days of Tabletop year 3. So that's the thing. Anyway, go to the link Vactair Extra Life 2024 at tinyurl.com. I did that backwards. It's tinyurl.com/Vactair Extra Life 2024. You got it. And pick somebody from our roster, throw some money their way. The money goes into the Children's Miracle Network and goes to where critical care funds are needed, unless that person that you're donating to has a specific hospital that they are donating to. So if you donate to me, it's going to McMaster Children's Hospital in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I was a Mac kid when I was born, so it's very important to me, as I would not be here if it wasn't for them. So that's why I'm raising money now for them.
Mine is going to the UW Oshkosh Children's Hospital because they took very good care of my nephew when he decided to show up 3 months early.
Perfect. So, child care, pediatric care across Canada and the US, again, very important to a lot of us here at the Vactair. And, kids are the people who need the most protection. So that's what we're doing it for. And just for funsies, if we get to $2,000 by the end of December, I will be getting my very first tattoo. If you haven't seen it before, it's the Ram pinup doll from our fan art reel drawn by Artemis.
Does your husband know about this?
I'm assuming so. If not, well, it is what it is. I've made a commitment. $2,000, I get a tattoo. As well, if that's not enough for you, if you donate, your name goes into a prize draw, Wheel of Names. So every time you donate, you will be entered into the Wheel of Names. 1 donation equals 1 entry. You can win our prize pack, which contains awesome items from Chaosium, Even Footing Games, Extra Life themselves, Gooey Cube, and us here at the Vactair. So go donate if for no other reason than, hey, you might win stuff. Our sponsor is Canadian Dice. As always, you can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code THEVACTAIR, all one word, to get 15% off of your order. Place your orders now. Unfortunately, Canada is in the midst of a postal strike, so we just are asking patience on Ryan's behalf, and Ryan himself is asking for patience as we wait for the Canadian Postal Service to resume. Things will be sent out or are in the process of being sent out. They are just stuck in transit right now. So, please still order. You will get it. It just may not be there for your holiday of choice until the strike is resolved. Maggie's dice pick of the week is Jagged Ice Dice. Ice Baby. They are icy dice. That's all I
They're
got.
actually very pretty.
Yeah. I haven't
Hmm.
even looked at
They're
them.
like
Like,
sparkly blue and white with like blue letters.
oh, okay. Yeah, that does sound pretty. Pretty. It's pretty.
It
Just like
matches
me.
the weather right now.
We're still partnered with Monument Studios, who have supplied music and Foley for our games through their Fantasy Plus music program. 5,000 content creator friendly, royalty and copyright free music and sound effects for your streamed or home games. All of our audio, except our outro screen, is provided by them. So go and check them out over on Instagram at Monument Studios and get all the updates on Fantasy Plus's release. They did have a Black Friday sale going on. It was like 90% off, so go do the thing. Our next holiday one shot is session 2 of Do You Fear What I Fear with DM Jeremy. It's an alien TTRPG game, mini campaign that's playing all through December on Mondays. So, where we are currently, the ship has crash landed on a frozen lake or ocean, and it's sinking. Their crew is injured and cold and looking for shelter. As always, what could go wrong? So, Artemis, since you're my only player here,
That's me. I'm here.
we're doing a one-person dungeon crawl.
It's fine. What could possibly go wrong with that?
I don't know, but we'll see what trouble you've gotten into. I've done a random roll of where you start. Out of 200 rooms, I found room 114. So that's where you're starting your game today.
Okay.
Erlin,
Maybe it's the room with the dog playing poker.
it is not.
Damn it. This is
The
like my
room,
favorite room.
I know. The room that you wake up in suddenly, as you fell asleep last night in a tavern, everything seemed fine. But you wake up and you find yourself in a very humid but breezy room. You don't realize it's a breezy room at first. It's not until you kind of get up and like scrub your hands over your face and really take in your environs that you realize that this is what looks to be a like a hilltop. Lots of grass, like actual grass. There's the feeling of warmth from the sun. You can hear things like crickets and, bees buzzing. There's wildflowers planted around you. Uh, and you're actually under the boughs of a very large, like willowy tree. But it's not exactly a tree you've ever seen before. There's actually rosebuds and like full roses that have bloomed all over this tree. It's about 15 feet tall, and it just has these cascading vines, sort of like a Spanish moss kind of feel, a willow tree kind of feel, and roses blooming from the vines themselves. Each rose is shimmering with an incandescent light. It smells earthy. You have, again, that sort of humid feeling, the sounds of pollinating insects. And it's not until you really kind of squint and look off into like the middle distance that you see it's almost like there have been walls painted to look like glens and glades that are flowing outward. It's very well done. It's gorgeous, but it's very obvious to you that you are inside of a single room that is painted to look like an expansive, countryside.
That's suspicious. Also, I apologize. I have a really bad cold.
So, you wake up under this tree. You have this weird sort of, where the hell am I? What do you do?
I would like to stand up.
Okay.
And then I guess I look at the tree. First I look to see, are there doors that I can see in this room that has the landlord special painted on the side of it?
Make a perception check.
Old character, who dis?
In the same place as any other character, it would be.
Where? Do the thing.
23?
23.
Yeah, you do see that there are doors to your north, to your east, and to your.
I also don't see anything on the map. All I can see is myself. Everything else is black.
Huh. That's weird. Oh, you know why? Because you don't have dark vision.
I don't? Really?
Nope. But this room should be lit, so hang on, let me.
A dragonborn. I don't have dark. Oh, I don't have dark vision.
Nope.
The audacity.
How dare. Okay.
That's fine. I can breathe fire as a chipmunk. I don't care. We actually were talking about this during Fruit Soup last night because I went and hung out with Lich and his group. And we were talking about, like, wild shaping and then being able to use your breath weapon as a dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nobody expects a fire-breathing chipmunk. It's fine.
Work on your end? Is it lit now?
Not yet.
Ah!
Maybe if I reopen the map.
There we go.
Hold on.
How about now? No?
Nope.
Ah! Fantasy grounds!
All I see is, like, black squares and my little itty bitty token.
Well, that's fun.
Yep.
Hmm.
This is fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Do you maybe push the map to me instead of me just going through my token? See if that makes the difference. Ow.
Buddy.
It's fine. Because I'm dedicated, damn it. Also, you'd just be sitting here talking to yourself for 3 hours.
I mean, if that's the case, I would have done something else.
It's fine. I'm here. Hi, Liz.
Hi,
I have
Liz.
a cold. At least it better just be a cold. Better not be anything worse. I'm gonna be so bad. But I'm a dragonborn and I can wild shape into creatures. So if I wanted to, I could be a chipmunk that uses their breath weapon. I'm not going to do that because it's a waste of a wild shape. I'm going to be a direwolf or something cool.
Hmm.
Sounds sus, I know.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's what my, like, so, like, if you look at the stream, that's what my map looks like.
Yeah, no, I can preview everything looks like on a character.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
I don't understand why you cannot see.
Don't know. Ouch.
Right?
Oh. Well, I can see part of the dungeon now.
You can?
Barely. Like in the upper, okay, like in the upper right hand corner, I can see. I'm guessing those are rooms I've been in.
Ah! Why is Fantasy Grounds right now?
I don't know, but the map is like flipping out. It's kind of weird.
What is happening? Hmm. Don't know, man.
You probably can't see that, but like in the room chat, I posted the picture of what I can see.
No, I know what you can see.
That's gonna help you.
I can duplicate what it
Oh,
sees.
yeah.
I just don't understand why none of the lights are working.
Don't know. What floor of the dungeon is this on?
First one.
Oh, well, I've definitely been on that one, so I don't know. Weird.
Very weird.
Way to go, map.
Way to break it, map. Definitely the map's fault.
It's my luck. It's fine.
I don't know. Just run off the screen share for now, I guess.
Sure. Let me see here. What do we got? Cool. I'm gonna. Okay, so there are doors. Can I give the tree like a real good once over and
Sure.
see if there's anything like special about the roses? Because it's weird that there's roses growing on a tree instead of a bush.
That would be accurate. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Maybe it's just my fantasy grounds because stuff is being really slow.
No, it's really slow on my side too.
Investigation. Roll. That does all I want you to do. Just roll. You can do it. I believe in you. That's an 11.
It's weird.
Very weird. And like it smells like roses and everything. It's not like okay. And there's no like hidden doors or anything in the tree itself.
Anything?
Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna go to the door to the west.
West?
And listen. Yep, and listen and see what I hear.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
By myself. I don't want to like go running in somewhere.
No, that's fair.
Although really that would be funny if I just chaos ran the dungeon.
Just chaos. Yeah, for sure.
12. I'm rolling like Keli.
12? You don't hear anything, but Tisk did give you an inspiration so you can reroll.
See that? Thanks, Tisk.
Yeah, he literally just says do better.
I know. What? Do the thing. You can do it. I believe in you. $17. It's a little better.
A little better. You don't hear anything. Just like it seems very quiet on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You open the door, revealing a corridor. Every 10 feet or so, it's lit by a torch. There are two doors to the north and south, some 25, 30 feet in, and then it fades off into an open area beyond.
Okay. What do I remember of the last time I was here? Like, do I realize where I am again?
Make a history check. This is your personal history, so you can do it at advantage.
Advantage. It actually freaking rolled that time.
Nice.
18.
That was almost a natural 1 if you didn't have advantage.
I saw that.
So with 18, once you look out into the corridor, you have this like sinking suspicion of, ah, shit, not again.
Yeah, that tracks. Bad. Okay. Well, remembering that I almost fell in a hole full of slime last time, I'm gonna like take out my staff and like poke the floor in front of me.
Okay.
And start walking down the hallway.
All right. Yeah, you can do that. So you're poking along. Seems solid. Again, about 25 or 30 feet in, you reach 2 doors that are across from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hallway beyond.
Let's go. I guess let's go to the south door.
Okay. You move to the south door.
Are there any markings on the door?
No, but what you do see is the door itself is wooden with rusted inlays, and it's actually open. Or cracked open.
That's suspicious. Do I hear any noise or anything? Like if I like peek through the little crack, do I see anything?
Make a perception check.
I'm so good at these, you guys. Almost as good as Keli. Sure. I say that, then I roll a 24.
Of course you do. Inside, it looks like a tidy, empty room. There's no furniture or anything inside of it. Floor is stone. It's about like 30 by 30.
Okay. I'm gonna like push the door open very slowly.
Okay. With a 24, you also see that the ceiling is obsidian. Like made from obsidian. You push the door
do I know
open.
anything about obsidian?
Do you have any sort of stoneworking background?
God, no. She's a dragonborn. She's and a druid, so no. I'm gonna guess that. Hold on, let me double check. What does she got going on here? No. If it's a plant, sure, but stone, not so much.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. So, and you said that it just appears like it's empty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will just very carefully step into the room and kind of like peek around the corners.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
There it is. Dexterity saving throw. Come on, you can do it. 11.
Okay. So as soon as you step inside, your entire world flips on its axis.
Ah, this fucking room.
And you find yourself crumpled into a heap on the ceiling.
I look around in the corners. Do I see the stupid red button from last time?
Make a perception check. You could do it at advantage because you've been in here before.
You'd think that I would remember this stuff, but no.
It's been a
Did I take
minute.
any damage from falling?
No. You managed your dex save.
I rolled
26?
2 19s.
Nice. So
I'm never going to roll that good again.
You do see the red button. Unfortunately,
Okay.
it looks like since you were last here, it's been upgraded.
Of course it has.
Yeah. So, have you ever worked in an office that has like that cover over the thermostat?
My office right now has that.
Yeah. That's basically what you see, except it's made out of glass, but has tiny, tiny bars of like metal through it. So it's more like the like wired glass. So even if you were to break the glass, you still wouldn't be able to access the button.
Okay. Okay. Does it look like it could be like broken open or bent or anything like that? Like the little wires?
Make an investigation check for me.
But I clicked the button. Maybe someday. The doodles was that?
What the doodles was that? Did you really just say that to me?
I did.
17?
You should hear some of the creative stuff I've had to come up with being in an office.
Oh, yeah. So
17.
Looking a little bit closer, you can see that the glass itself looks to be fairly thick. Like you would need a good deal of force to actually break it. The wires have this sort of glinting sharpness to them, and as you kind of move to get a perspective change, you can see that the side of the wires that's like pointing out towards somebody who would be outside of the glass, extremely pointed. Like it would probably be sharp enough once the glass shatters to like really fuck up your hand if you were to touch it.
So they wrapped it in razor wire. Got
Essentially,
it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And I will say with your 26 perception, there's also like this sort of hum of magic around it. So you think it's not just a physical barrier, it's a magical one as well.
Well, I can't do anything about that unless I sleep. So. What else do I have in my bag of tricks? I was expecting there to be other people here, so I packed a bunch of healing spells.
I mean, you could always try breaking the glass, fucking up the razor wire, and then healing yourself.
Nope, I'm gonna wild shape into like a lizard that can climb things, and I'm just gonna like climb the wall back out the door.
Okay, sure. All right, so you Wild shape into a lizard. Check off that wild shape usage. And skitter out into the hallway. As you move into the hallway, you are still on the same. And you feel it is not so much a matter of because you're a lizard, you can stick to the ceiling. Your gravity has been inverted.
Gravity's upside down in the
Yeah.
Great. I love
But
that.
it's just your gravity. Like the torches on the walls in the hallway are still pointing in the right direction. The flames are still going upwards towards you. Yeah.
Of course. Where's my wild shape? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Well, that sucks.
It's a thing.
Have anything that I could get around this with? Let's see here. Okay.
It's not like you're on the planet that has the really bad gravity. It's like where you would basically be squashed.
Yeah.
It's still the same like gravity force. It's not like you're being squished.
It's just reversed for me.
It's just reversed, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm a lizard for a little while, so I'm just gonna like go to where I would technically be on the ceiling, which is technically the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go in the north door.
The north door. Okay.
I'll like shimmy up the door and do the lizard thing where I like wiggle the doorknob.
Sure. Alrighty. So you move to the hallway across, or you move across the hallway to the opposite door. This door is also ajar. And I don't mean that as in like it's jar hanging up. The door itself, while hanging open, is covered in various languages, and boards are decaying on the floor. There appear to be like a bunch of warning signs carved into the door itself.
Okay.
And even in your lizard brain, with your wild shape, you still have like your intelligence and stuff. You can see that these are different languages, basically warning people not to open this door. But the door is open.
The door's already opened. I'm just gonna like peek around the door with my little lizard head.
Okay. Make a perception check.
That tracks. That's a 9.
Can't really see anything.
Okay, well, the door's already open, so I'm just gonna go, like, I'm gonna skitter back down the hallway to the west still.
Okay, so you're just leaving this door and heading west?
Yep.
Okay.
Because whatever was in there is already loose.
That is true. Okay. Moving into the west chamber. Come on. Come on. There you go. You stand now in a marble-covered room. There is a standing stone dais in the middle of a sort of antechamber. And you can see that on the dais itself there is a statue of some sort of divine creature.
And it's on, I'm sorry, you said that it's on like a
pedestal.
Like a plinth?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and Can I tell like what kind of divine figure it is?
Make a religion check.
I'm really good at that too.
I'm sure.
That's 4.
It looks like a divine creature. It has wings and a halo and yeah.
I do that thing that like puppies do where they like tilt their head in confusion a couple
Yeah.
of times.
And you like lick your eyeball. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're a lizard.
And then I skitter north.
Get her north.
Sorry, I'm just double checking how long my wild shape lasts.
At level 10?
It should be a little bit.
Should be a little
It's
bit.
like 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah. So
But I
you
just want to make
start
sure.
traveling up a long corridor, and after about 100 feet, you find yourself at a V intersection. It is an angular hallway, so the hallway that you're on continues like a northwest trajectory, but then there's an offshoot heading west.
I've been going west. I'm going to keep going west.
West. West.
West.
Yeah, man. Do the thing. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I can fly at this level. Damn it. That's 8 that you get that. Okay.
Well,
Good to
now
remember
you know.
for next time.
As you enter this room, you can tell it could have once been a storage area. It's cluttered with a variety of crates and barrels, racks of armor, weapons, bags of what you assume to have been food or foodstuffs at some point. Like the bulk stuff, rice, flour, that sort of thing. You have this sensation as you move into this room that there's something not quite right. Your lizard eyes start to kind of sting on the edges, like you, the vision is being pulled. It's almost like the beginnings of a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
But it is specifically in the eyes. There's no like head throbbing or anything like that. Just something doesn't look right in here, and it's starting to hurt your eyes.
I don't like that, so I'm gonna skitter as fast as I can to the other door.
Okay. I need you to make me a dex save.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the stats for a lizard. Lizard.
You got a +0.
+0. Okay, that figures. Yeah.
What'd you get, Artemis?
I got a 1.
Yeah, you did.
Going great.
It's going great. So, because you are on the ceiling for this, you're not going to take any damage, but it's going to be funny. If you were on the ground, as you're walking across this room, you find that you are, it's almost like you're drunk. Just with the distortion in the room, the way it's not looking quite right, you have trouble actually kind of keeping your feet under you, and with 4 feet instead of 2, it's a little bit even more distracting. So you end up
I walk
like
across the room sideways.
more or less, and then you like, crash into the wall. As you're trying to make your way down the hallway, you hit the corner of it instead of going directly down the hallway. So basically, you with the spatial awareness. Same though. I got a bruise on the back of my hand, and I have no idea where it's from.
Nice. I have a huge one on my elbow because I hit it on the corner of my washing machine just walking down the hallway.
Yeah. Been there. Okay. So stepping out of that sort of room shaped like a parallelogram, you find that you're in another corridor, and directly in front of you to the west is a door, and then the corridor heads south as well.
Well, let's check this door out that's right in front of me, I guess.
Sure.
It's technically still west. I don't like that picture.
The door is closed, so it doesn't matter. You don't see it.
I know. I'm still gonna do it, but God.
You're gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. In the center of this ordinary stone room is a pentagram drawn in fresh blood. In the corners of each of the room, in every corner, are dozens of candles burning, and resting in the center of the pentagram is a rag doll filled with straw. That looks like you.
Why is it always dolls?
Because dolls are fucking creepy. Okay? They're creepy. I'm sorry.
I know, but like you have to admit, like I have run into a lot of dolls as a D&D player.
Because they're creepy.
I know.
They're creepy.
Oh my God.
I don't like it. That's why I put them in here, because they creep me out. So I assume that they creep everybody out.
They do. Well, they creep me out at least, but
Especially like porcelain dolls that are just like so perfect and like uncanny valley, and they just stare at you like.
okay. But does it look like me as a lizard, or does it look like me as I would in my dragonborn form?
In your dragonborn form.
Okay, that's a little less weird, I guess.
Yeah. Tisk says you have to suffer the DM's phobias. Correct.
Stop helping, Tisk. Well, okay. Erlen's kind of dumb, so she's gonna go in there and like just try to like go around the edge of the room.
Okay.
I will be on what is the ceiling, like the floor for me.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of gonna. Are there other doors in this room?
No, this is a solitary room. There are no other exits that you can see.
Okay, I'm gonna make just like a pass around the like outside edge of the room, looking for like any kind of secret doors or secret tunnels or anything like that. Mouse
Secret
holes that I might
tunnel.
fit in.
Sure. Give
Anything
me
like that.
an investigation check. 16?
16.
No, you don't see anything. Your focus is mainly on the wall, but as you move to the southern wall and you start making your way around to back towards the actual door that you came in, you can see that the doll has twisted its head and is following you around the room. Yeah. Like 360 degrees exorcist style.
Okay. Well, if I ignore it, it will go away. So.
Logic.
That's worked. Yes. Like, you know, when you've got the 1 foot sticking out for temperature control, and that's just off limits for the boogeyman because he knows that it's for temperature control. So.
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
The unwritten rule of the boogeyman.
Exactly. You know how it goes. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna have a rando in just 2 seconds here. Give me.
Oh, okay.
1 moment, please.
Rando!
I almost just sent your jumping in message to you.
That will not help.
Because that would have helped.
I am here. And I wouldn't be able to see it because I've got too much stuff running on my computer screens.
I'm aware. It's fine. I got it sent to the right person. They'll be here in a moment. Okay. So I'm sitting there. Jeebus. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna like, okay, so because I'm a lizard, my eyes can go in like more than one direction. So I'm gonna like just keep going, but I'm gonna keep one eyeball on that as I like move around the room back towards the door.
Okay. So you're moving around and you're sliding back into the hallway. The doll's head has still watched you the entire way. As you move into the door itself, you kind of look back. It's still staring at you with these sort of beady eyes that have been sewn in. They're just like little black buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just watching you, or you feel like it's watching you.
I flick my lizard tail at it and go out the door.
Okay. So you head back out into the hallway. Basically, until it's out of your direct line of sight, it continues to watch you.
Okay.
And now you're in a corridor again.
Cool. I start heading south.
Okay.
Just keep moving on. But I'm like, on the floor / whatever the ceiling is now, I guess.
All right. So you head about 30 feet down the corridor. And it turns. I really should update this map so there's not so many fucking corridors. And then you wander.
That's like half the thing, though.
That is true. That is true.
I can't even tell you the number of pit traps I've fallen into in this dungeon.
I know. Oop. Yeah, man.
Hello?
Rando.
Yeah, the rando.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I hear a clatter behind me, and there's just somebody T-posing in the hallway.
So, Rando, what are you playing today?
Today I am playing a tiefling bard.
Okay.
Right now, I'm a lizard, but I'm a druid.
Oh, that's great. I love lizards.
Lizards that's stuck to the ceiling.
Okay,
Yep.
stuck to the ceiling. Do I just like bamf in?
We'll get to that in just a second. I'm just
Okay,
gonna get a
don't worry.
little bit of detail from you for your character.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Just like skittering along the ceiling, technically my floor, and I'm like a little lizard guy. Just a little guy. It's fine. I picture that I look like the little lizard from Frozen, the little salamander dude.
That's what I was picturing as
He's
well.
so cute.
Yeah.
Yes, I look like that guy, which actually is really funny. So my niece Avery has a lizard that a little gecko, which is what that thing is based off of.
Mhm,
That
mhm.
is named Echo.
Oh, that's so cute.
Echo the gecko. And then they have a bearded dragon named Burt Backlund.
Oh,
I'm a dumbass.
I don't
Did
think
you
that's
put
true.
the wrong map up?
I put
don't
my
think
old
that's true.
map up. Like the one that I did the first year that we played Organized Chaos.
It didn't have any details in it.
No details, no lighting, no walls, no updates.
Can you put me on the real map now?
Yeah, I'll put you on the real.
Thanks, Dungeon Daddy.
Welcome. Goodness sake, I'm a silly Billy.
Okay. What should I be watching your stream?
Yeah, it has the map and everything up there, so you can see
Okay.
kind of what's happening.
It's going down.
Okay, so you are playing a tiefling bard.
Yes.
Okay, what is your character's name?
Niche.
Niche.
And yes, spelled exactly like that.
Okay, awesome. And what is your armor class?
14.
Okay, and your hit point.
53.
53. Okay. Come on. So you missed the very scary doll room.
Yep.
But Niche, you have been wandering this corridor for about 3 minutes. It's pretty long, and every 10 feet or so, there is a torch sconce in the wall, so you do have some lighting. It's not dark and spooky and whatever. You can definitely tell that you're below ground. It has that sort of underground chill to the entire space, and so far you haven't seen anybody. But give me a perception check.
Okay. 12.
12? I'm gonna say, Erlen, you haven't really been stealthy about this. You're just kind of a lizard doing a lizard thing. So, yeah, you see a lizard that is on the ceiling above you. It's about 15
Bright
feet up.
purple.
Bright purple. It does not blend. It is not green or brown.
So Niche is just like walking and is kind of like, well, what is this? What is this trap? Oh God, vermin on the ceiling. Oh God, oh dear.
The lizard
and
looks really offended.
how does? Can you understand me? What? Why?
I
How do you
nod.
look offended? Oh. Oh, well, at least someone here I can talk to now. Well, and you see Niche is also purple, but kind of like a kind of more muted, dark purple with bright yellow eyes. Their hair is like short and like slicked back, is black, and then they have kind of like curling horns as well. Dressed in very fancy black leather armor with a very swooping cape behind them, and a rapier on their belt. And so they look up and they're like, "Well, do you know where we are?"
I sort of like nod and shrug, like kinda.
Do you talk, or am I going to have to talk to myself this whole time?
Oh man. I just sort of like sigh and then drop my wild shape, and you see a dragonborn standing
Oh.
on the ceiling.
The small lizard becomes a big lizard. Delightful. Hello.
Hi.
Give me a perception check, Niche.
Okay. 15.
15? Okay, from where you are, you can tell that this Dragonborn, there are things that you would expect for somebody standing on the ceiling. Gravity does gravity. So their robes should be like over their head, for example. But
Oh, they're still on the ceiling.
yes.
Oh.
However, as you're looking up, you can see that it's almost like gravity is inversed for them because all of their like robes are using the ceiling as the floor. So nothing is hanging down towards you.
Okay. How are you doing that? Why are you on the ceiling?
I walked through a door and gravity just sort of went, nope. And now I'm stuck on the ceiling. And I don't have the ability to turn it back off because I didn't pack that spell today.
Gravity went nope. Okay. Well, my gravity went yep. And are you on the ceiling, or am I I'm on the floor, correct? And like they'll look around and
Yes.
Yes.
You can
You're
tell
on
that
the
you're on the
floor.
floor.
I am on the floor. Okay.
The torch
great.
sconces, they are normal for you, so they're like the stick, the bulb, and then the flames going upward.
Great.
Everything's
okay.
oriented correctly for you. I'm just upside down.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just the
okay.
weird thing is like Erlen's clothes are treating the floor like the ceiling. Or
Right.
the ceiling
They're
like
all
the floor.
oriented.
They're
Understood.
oriented
Okay.
correctly for them.
Got it. Well, I don't know exactly how I got here. I'm a little confused and disoriented.
Oh,
It was just very.
it's your first time here?
Where is here?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
But you've been here before. You just don't
Yes,
know
this is
where.
unfortunately my second time here.
Oh, lovely. You said you're a veteran of these halls then. I'm how lucky am I to be with someone so capable?
You're funny.
I have been told that many times. I am an entertainer, darling.
Oh, great. Do you have the
Wow, I
ability
contain your
to
disappointment then.
turn magic off?
Um,
Or, like, dispel things or whatever?
mm, I might be able to pull that together. Is that how you're stuck on the ceiling?
Well, no. I know how to turn it off, but the problem is I can't get to it to do that. There's sharp things and magic in the way.
Okay. Well, what if rather than what if we went and did that rather than it feels a little bit of a waste to if we could just flip a switch, why should I cast a spell,
Well, I think you're going to have to cast a spell to flip the switch because, well, why did I just show you? Just don't go in the room because then you'll be stuck on the ceiling like I am. And then I'll like start walking back where I went to that room.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
I'll follow.
Yep, I've kind of figured. You return to a room. It looks very plain. It's a stone room. There's nothing in it. The door was open to the hallway. You can see that the ceiling is actually obsidian.
Oh, lovely.
Otherwise, it doesn't really look like anything untoward.
That's why
Mm,
none of my crap is working. I did open all the books.
it's a room.
Yes. And then I sort of like point in the corner where the little button and the cage are. And I
Okay.
explain.
Yes.
If you want to do that while I load these real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So Erlin points to sort of the back corner of the room. There is a big red button, like full palm sized button on the wall itself. And it seems to be surrounded by glass. And
Okay.
Erlin explains to you that the glass is very thick. There is very, very sharp razor wire within the glass. And there is some sort of magical aura to the casing itself. So basically think of it as like a high security thermostat guard.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you would see in an
Um,
office building.
Oh wait, do I get? Okay, so button covered by the thing covered in glass. Can I just like try to like do a casual mage hand just to see if sometimes the simplest solution is the right
Sure.
one and just
So
mage hand the button?
are you casting it like within the box around it, like the protective box, or in the room?
Yeah, I would
or...
assume I'd have to be in the box to push the button. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Give me a spell casting. So your charisma modifier plus proficiency plus your roll.
You have the crits and fumble table turned on right now.
Oh, great, lovely. 15.
15? Not high enough, unfortunately. As you cast your spell, you can see basically the wrist of the mage hand would be outside of this box. Everything
Okay.
else, like from here up, from the heel of the palm up, is gone. And it's just
Oh,
sort of
so
like,
it just
and
disappears in there.
yeah, you have no concept of like the fingers or the hands or anything. I like to think like mage hand is just an extension of your hand, so you kind of get like the tingles and stuff with it.
Oh, okay.
So you
Ooh, that
feel
sounds
like
cool.
the cool tingle of the room at your wrist, and then just sort of floaty nothingness, almost like static, on the rest of your hand.
Okay, well, I'll dismiss that because that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, like pins and
Um,
needles.
yeah, okay.
So it goes away,
Um,
and your hand feels normal again.
well, this is not ideal, is it? Not really keen on going in all of that jagged glass and razor wire. Okay. Is there any, I guess, like, get, mm, let me do,
How big is the gap between the wires?
yeah.
The gap between the wires is like you would see on, like a window, like, windows with wires inside of them, like built inside of them. It's like that. They're probably, you could stick a finger through it, but that's about it. But again, it's razor wire, so even sticking your finger through it, you'd probably deglove your finger.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Okay. But it's not like this is taking up the whole room. I can like be in the room. It's just around the button.
You're
It's
gonna
just around
get
the button.
stuck on the ceiling if you come in here with me.
Oh, okay, lovely. Good to know. Good to know. I will refrain from doing that. I don't exactly have a lot of my magic is a little bit not as destructive. It's a little bit subtle and I didn't come prepared to destroy glass. Um
I mean, heck, did I even pack for spells today? I didn't even look. Yeah, I got nothing that's gonna help with that. Like, I could polymorph myself into something that's like super strong, but then I'm gonna use up my shapes for the day. Well, until we sit still for an hour.
hmm, what if
You have so many books. Holy crap!
It's not me.
No, I know. It's great that we have these. Don't get me wrong. It's great that we have all of them. I
Yeah.
just wish there was a load all button.
That would be useful, but I mean, you also don't need everything as a
Yeah,
player.
that's true. Yeah.
um well, so I could potentially open the I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I could potentially open the box with knock, but like it doesn't take care of all the stuff in between.
Well, I mean, if you is knock a touch spell though?
No, it's 60 feet.
I mean, if you could do that, then I could just go over and push the stupid button because I'm already on the ceiling.
Okay. Can I do a quick detect magic just to see if it's like magically locked or anything?
Sure, sure. Yeah, go ahead and detect magic. What's the range on that?
It is just 30 feet of me. Anything I can see within 30 feet.
Okay. So it is just outside of 30 feet. It's literally 35 feet into the room. You would have to step into the room and potentially end up on the ceiling.
Yeah, that doesn't fit my fantasy, so I'll just go ahead and try to cast knock on it rather than
Okay.
did I expend since I know it's out of my range, did I
No. Because you can
okay.
tell it's like out of your range, you wouldn't have spent the spell slot. Um, so you cast knock, and for a moment it feels like nothing happened. You had this like loud knocking noise that, kind of echoed around you, echoed down the hall, echoed into the room to your east. And then the panel, like the glass panel with the razor wire in it, just sort of creaks open and hangs down off of the hinge that was on the bottom. So the button is now exposed.
Lovely. Do you want to try to get that? I could also try my mage hand again if I don't know. I
Sure,
worry
if
that
you want to do
the
that,
magic
and
is
then
I'll attempt to mage hand again to see if the like anti-magic whatever is still there.
I'm gonna brace myself so that I don't fall
Okay.
when the gravity reverses itself.
How do you brace yourself exactly on a flat ceiling?
I get into the crouching tiger position so that when I'm when it happens, I can just do the thing.
Flip and land on your feet like a cat?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you cast your mage hand again, and this time when you move towards the button, you don't feel that sort of staticky feeling. Your magic hand doesn't disappear, and you're able to press the button. So, Erlin, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. You could do so at advantage because you attempted to brace before being dumped back on the ground.
The way my things have been going. Oh, that could have been bad. 13.
Still not enough. You're just going to take a little bit of fall damage. Just a little bit. Relax. It's only 15 feet, therefore it's only a d6, and you're going to take half of it, whatever I roll. A 6. So you're going to take 3 hit point damage from falling.
Okay.
But
to myself.
You are back on the ground.
Stand up, brush myself off.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're so
I'm
welcome.
Erlin, by the way.
Oh, niche, charmed. How are you? Well, I guess you've been better now that you're on the ground, but I would very much like to leave this place. Is that something that happens here, or are we stuck here?
Kind of. I heard there
Oh.
was a door that goes outside.
You've heard that it's not been confirmed. It's just a rumor.
I've never seen it. So,
Well, how did you leave
if
the
you're the
last time?
faithful type, I don't know. I just sort of woke up in a tavern and then I fell asleep and I woke up here again. So I don't
This
know.
is a dream. Oh, that's relieving. I thought I was stuck in this hellhole for an indeterminate amount of time. I can just wake up. Great. Okay. Let's see.
Let me know how that goes for you. It hasn't worked for me so far.
Oh, well, what have you tried?
Let's see. Last time I turned into a fire elemental, and then somebody blew up a whole bunch of stuff in a room because they weren't looking where they were going and they set something off. They were very tall and like a furball. It was weird. And then another person that I was traveling with, they picked up a statue in a hallway and it made this giant boulder run down the hallway at us. And I'm not doing that again. So if you see statues on little plinty things, don't touch it because it will bite you.
Biting statues. Okay.
Yeah. And there's dead bodies and stuff in here, and if you go in that room down at the end of the hallway, there's a weird tree. And if you go in that room down at that end of the hallway, there's a doll that looks at you and follows you around the room. It's really fucking creepy.
That's disconcerting.
Yep.
Does it do anything, or does it just look at you?
It just looked at me, but I was also a lizard at the time, so I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I'm not completely unaccustomed to people watching, so
Niche is a peeping Tom.
No, he's the one that gets peeped on.
Oh, of course.
He's not unaccustomed to people watching them. Well, so it seems like we are just stuck here wandering these halls, I guess.
I've
I,
been in worse situations.
very true. All things considered, a musky hallway with questionable company is not the worst situation I've been in. So,
The last time I
um,
was here, there was this room that was filled with like these giant flowers that like if you got too close to them, they went like poof. And I think maybe one of them like knocked me out, and that's how I got back over here, but I don't remember.
in any other context, I would have concerns for your sanity, but in this, I'm forced to believe you. But that sounds absolutely absurd.
I mean, I'm pretty much an open book because
Oh,
this place will eat you if you let it. So,
oh,
it's fine.
that's a little exciting.
Yeah, death defying rooms and all of that stuff. It's
Hmm.
fine. I
Yes, I'm sure
think
it's
if you
totally fine.
come to a room that smells really bad, watch out for the floor though, because if I remember correctly, something tried to bite me the last time I was in there. That was a little while ago. Maybe it's changed.
Okay, well,
Because that
um,
button was different last time I was here. They added stuff to it. So whoever's in charge out here is obviously paying attention to the rooms that we go into and then changing them afterwards. Because that's just mean.
that is very mean. This sounds like a very cruel joke played by someone with too much time and too much power. So,
I mean, have you met any of the gods? That's literally all of them.
I mean, I haven't. You've met gods?
I think so.
You think so? You're not certain. I feel like one
Stuff
would be
is weird
certain if
out
they
here,
met.
okay?
Oh, okay. Well, I've already gathered that, considering we met with you being a smaller lizard on the ceiling that then turned into this sized lizard still on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was quite peculiar, just a touch.
Hmm. So would you like to go see the creepy tree that has roses growing on it, or would you like to continue going down the hallway that I was going on when I met you?
Is there any value in seeing the creepy tree?
It smells nice.
That does sound. You know what? I have been wandering these halls for a little bit too long. I could use my nose could use a palate cleanser. Let's just go smell some flowers before we continue on our journey.
I
I'm not
take him to
exactly
the
sure.
pretty tree.
Lovely.
Going to the pretty tree?
Yep. Which is like
Righty.
one room over.
Literally.
Oh, it's
Uh,
right here. Oh, lovely.
Yes. So you walk into a large room that almost makes you feel like you're outside. The room itself is warm and humid and lit from within. It's almost like you have sunlight around you. In the middle of this sort of sloping glen is a large, it looks sort of like a willow tree with additional like Spanish moss, but on every single vine from the top of the willow down to like 15 feet to the ground, there are roses blooming on the vines.
Oh,
The roses themselves are anywhere between budding and fully bloomed, and the petals themselves are iridescent and give off just a very faint glow. Excuse me.
you were not joking. This is a gorgeous tree. Does it eat me?
Well, it didn't eat me, and I woke up underneath it, so I don't
Oh,
know.
well, that sounds delightful. Niche will walk up to the tree and like tentatively, like maybe like take a flower.
You're gonna take a flower?
Yeah.
Maybe ask permission first before you do
Ask
that.
ask the tree permission. Uh,
Yeah,
okay.
plants are weird about that kind of stuff, man.
I not spend much time talking to trees. Honorable tree, may I procure just a singular flower?
I repeat this in primordial just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Make a nature check with advantage because of the primordial assistant.
Great. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, I have several windows open. Sometimes I get a little confused. This is not going to go well for me. Oh, a 19.
19. Okay. So as you're standing there and you have this outside but inside sensation, you feel this sort of breeze that moves around you, kind of flutters your clothes and your hair. And you get this feeling of acceptance and approval. And at one point, even the vines open just slightly so you can see the trunk a little more clearly from the outside of it. And you're sort of almost invited in.
Into the tree.
Like into the, like a willow tree, how it has that sort of.
It's like grandmother Willow.
Oh,
Yeah.
understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, I will walk in.
Okay. You head inside and you get this like full nose full of beautiful rose smell. It's not that like overwhelming, Chanel number
Oh,
5
it's like a
rose.
like a good.
It's like
Love it.
it's very clean
Mm.
smelling. It has
Ah,
that
clean.
rosy quality to it, more like rose water or something like
Lovely.
that, as opposed to just powdery rose old lady smell.
Understood. I'm a little bit particular to lavender, but I do love a good rose.
You can
Um,
also see like around the branches, there's little motes of. You think that might be lightning bugs that are just kind of fluttering about, but they're all different colors.
Oh, well, isn't this why would we ever leave? Well, I mean, I don't want to be here forever, but this is quite a lovely spot to sit and wait and be rescued.
You just hear this giggle from outside.
Are you laughing at me out there?
Nope.
Hmm. Well, I did ask for a rose, so I will tentatively and respectfully reach out to just take one blossom.
Okay. So you can see as your hand reaches towards one, the thorns on the stem actually recede.
Oh, well, isn't this delightful? I really need to find one of these to take back with me.
And you're able to take the rose from the vine that you were selecting. You feel immediately this sort of calming sensation that moves over you. And you're going to get 5 temporary hit points.
Well, aren't I a lucky boy?
And for the next hour, you have advantage on fear saves.
Lovely. I will
Nice.
take this rose and just kind of like right
Put
there.
it in your lapel.
Yep, on my lapel. It's just like right there.
Okay.
Um,
It still has that sort of glowy quality to it. It's very
Perfect.
shiny. And a couple of the lightning bugs actually move towards you and start fluttering around it.
they have welcomed me. I'm chosen. I'll walk out back into like the main area with like almost like a little procession of little floating light orbs and be like, well, this was delightful. Did you get a rose from the tree?
No, I never
Oh.
asked.
That's unfortunate. Shall we go? Let's go. And Niche will just walk.
Sachet. I believe Niche would sachet.
Of course, sachet.
All right. So are you going out the door you came through? There are
Yeah, the
other
door we came
doors you could take
Oh.
instead. There's a door
Yeah,
to the north
Niche
and
is
the east.
walking for the sake of like effect and gloating. Niche is walking back the way they came.
Okay. Sounds good. So you head back into the corridor. You again see that room where the gravity well was. Niche, for your benefit, across from that room, there was a another door that's open, and you could see as you were walking by, it has a lot of like warnings carved into the door itself, carved around the door into the stone, basically saying don't open, keep out, remain sealed. But obviously the door is open, and you can see that there are like planks of wood on the ground that have started to rot.
Did you go in there?
No, at least not this time. I think maybe last time that I was here, we went in there because people are dumb. But we really should start closing these doors behind us.
I Sure. Let us close the doors behind us. Let us not walk wantonly into danger and heed warning signs when placed. Um,
You
I'm
just
also
close
gonna
all the
light a
doors.
torch.
Okay. I do have the
Yes, I
torch
can't
on you
see.
right now.
Okay.
Can't see.
Wow, those things stuck. Oh wait. I'm not gonna light a torch. I'm gonna use my lantern.
Oh, okay.
ooh,
So
a
that
Because
does
I looked at
actually.
my equipment
lantern.
finally. Because I don't look at my equipment. But I have a lantern from last time, apparently. It is a hooded lantern.
So I've added the lantern to you. You should have that ability now.
Yes.
And you're closing all the doors behind you. So you're closing the gravity well.
Yeah,
Or,
might as
and
well. And I'm gonna write on the door that has the gravity well in it. I'm gonna write in there, don't go inside. Gravity sucks. And then, like, I'm gonna write that in Common, Draconic, Primordial, and Elvish because those are the languages I speak.
okay. Add that to my note.
Somebody would like to know if you allow gunslingers.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Gravity
sorry, I'm talking to
sucks
people that are
in common,
making.
draconic, elvish, and primordial.
Yep. Because those are the languages that I know. And then I like look at my new friend here and I'm like, do you speak any other languages that we could add a warning to this door? Because I have a feeling this is one of those places that repeats on you.
I do
Kind of
not.
like tacos.
Tacos.
Yep.
No, I don't. You've written in more languages
Sorry,
that I know.
No, that was great.
So, I have magic that lets me understand languages I don't know, but I cannot speak them without that aid. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
All right.
Where were you headed before? I will just follow your lead
I was
until I deem
going.
that it is not
Okay.
worth my time.
I came here. And then I went this way. You can actually see the freaking map.
I'll describe things as you're going, and I'll move
Yes.
Nisha's token when we get to where we're going. So, Niche, in this room, you can see that there is a plinth in this sort of circular antechamber, and there is a sort of divine creature in stone on top of it, wings, halo, bare chested, male with like a sarong, I guess would be what he was wearing
Mhm.
on the bottom.
Mhm.
And he's just standing there.
Oh,
Or a
well,
chitin,
I mean, I
I
do
think.
enjoy good
Raid calls them.
art. You what? You call them what?
Chitins. I think Raid calls them chitins.
Items.
Like C is CHITON, I think. Is the outfit that they're wearing.
Yeah, yeah. The Greek sort of leather skirt with the armor panels and the studs and stuff on it.
I see.
Raid would know better than me. I don't remember exactly.
I think chitin is the right word. Yeah. So
And then I pointed the. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I just pointed the statue and I'm like, see, statue on a plate. Don't touch it. It's gonna eat you.
This is the statue that eats you.
Actually, the other one was a lot smaller, and I think it was gold. But also, statues, dungeon, just don't touch it. It's pretty though.
It's gorgeous. Is there any role like can I do like religion to see if I like can identify anything about this statue or?
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a original.
Hmm.
That was word.
Religion check.
18.
You can tell that this is a diva.
Oh, she is a diva. Was a bad joke.
DEVA, not DIVA.
Oh. Well, this ain't no diva then. Okay.
Unless you're talking about Sky Daddy. Sky Daddy's totally a diva.
Sky Dad?
I'm Sky Daddy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like,
You're okay.
what divine is this of which you speak? But it's the ultimate divine. Okay, well, I guess if there's nothing else and it's not actively eating us, I don't know. I feel a little. Is the pervasive feeling of disorientation and lack of direction common for this place?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay. Then I will proceed normally without any further concerns. Other than
Now that I
go ahead.
Now that I'm down on the floor, can I look at the floor itself and just make sure there aren't any like uneven to make this statue come alive and try to.
You got a little choppy there, but you want to check the floor to make sure that there's no unevenness. Or have I gotten all crappy?
I still hear you. Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
Hold on, my headphones
Oh.
are restarting. It's on my
Oh
end.
no!
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
There we go. Okay, there I got
good?
sound again.
Okay. So you got a little choppy. I just want to make sure that I heard you correctly. You want to check the floor for any sort of like pressure plates or anything that might trigger something in this room. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me well, unless you're going into the room, a perception check, but if you're going into the room, an investigation check.
Nope, I'm standing right where I am. 21.
Okay. You don't see anything on the ground that would indicate any sort of pressure plates or anything like that.
Okay. Cool beat. Then I'm just gonna start like going through. I'm gonna like skirt around the statue so I don't get, gonna like so I don't touch it or anything. And I'm just gonna kind of go around it. And...
Okay. As soon as you step
Really?
into this antechamber, there's nothing under your feet that descends or anything like that. It's not a pressure plate, but you do feel that sort of glimmer of magic as you walk through it. As soon as you do, the marble statue begins to move and you hear the like groaning of stone on stone as it begins to shed this exoskeleton of marble. This diva is beautiful and standing before you. It almost seems to exude its own light, and it fills the space with, you can definitely tell it's holy and a radiant energy. And it looks towards you as the first person to step in the room, and then behind you towards Niche. And begins to speak. A harvest sown and reaped on the same day in an unplowed field, which increases without growing, remains whole though it is eaten. Within and without is useless, and yet the staple of nations. Of what do I speak?
Oh,
Did you
fuck
put the
a
words in
riddle.
chat?
I hate riddles.
You can just throw that into the...
Yep. I do it. Right now, oopsies. Put that in active session there for you, Rando. If my computer will stop being a potato.
Potato, 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 potato.
Same brain cell.
No, I need that.
Yeah, Effie has to have the brain cell today.
Okay, all right. You can have the brain cell just this once. Okay. Did I miss it?
Hey, what is going on?
Going through.
No, it went. It's just my computer's just being stupid.
Potato.
In the active session chat?
Yes.
Okay. It
The
might
room,
be
so the room
Discord
that we're
because
in.
it's not loading for me at all. Unless I missed it.
No, it's just my computer's being a potato.
Okay. Oh, there. I think I'm looking in the right place now. Great. So it says you harvest it, but it stays. Yet it's pervasive. To me, it makes me think of like grass or wheat or earth, the earth itself.
Is that your
Sorry,
answer?
my computer's flipping out.
That's okay. That's your final answer, Niche? Wheat?
No, just thinking out loud. I wanna read through it one more time.
Sure, sure. And I'll just repeat it for
Yeah.
stream. A harvest sown and reaped on the same day in an unplowed field, which increases without growing, remains whole though it is eaten, within and without, is useless and yet the staple of nations.
It's an unplowed field, so probably not wheat. Um, I don't know. Built on nations. It's grass. Earth. But it's eaten. Oh, I'm terrible at riddles. Ah. Um.
I'll throw it in stream chat as well. Maybe somebody there will
Yeah.
be able to help.
If you could throw it in there, that would be great because I'm not seeing it in the active session chat.
Yep.
That might be. Okay, then I'll stop looking at the stream chat in case people want to guess in there.
We'll say if somebody donates $20 and gets the right answer, that you can use that as your answer.
In the same day in an unplowed field, which increases without growing, remains whole.
Oh no, Artemis.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, you're all by yourself now.
Oh god. Now we're really doomed. I mean,
I'll give you a hint.
I was at the well, okay. I want to do without a hint because I'm a little proud.
Okay.
I'm gonna say air or like yeah. Like
Gonna
that
go with
makes me
air.
think of like air. Like oh god, that's wrong though. But I can't think of anything else, and then I'll reap whatever
You sure you don't want a
consequences.
hint before you answer?
All right, I'll take a hint. You
Okay.
convinced me.
The staple of nations is the most important part of this riddle.
Growing remain, though it is eaten. Okay. Well, then that makes me think it's not air, but I don't have a better guess because I was thinking that makes me then think it's like the people, like the population, but eating people is not something that I think is like that part. Remains whole though it is eaten. If you eat a person, they're still not whole.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll go with like the
Who
population.
is your daddy and what does he
Oh,
do?
There's Artemis.
welcome back, friend. Maybe you can save us from being smote because I don't know riddles.
I think they're back.
Oh no.
Oh no, Artemis. What did you
Oh
do?
no.
Okay, I can hear you again now. Sorry, my
Hello.
power went out for like. And then my whole system just freaked out. So
Well,
Oh
welcome back.
no. Welcome back.
I don't know. That was weird. I'm reloading Fantasy Grounds now. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Do you want to take a shot at the riddle or?
Before I get us killed.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here so I can
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
the
No worries. No
words
worries.
again.
While you're looking, don't forget to check out Extra Life. Donate to our cause, our charity. tinyurl.com/vactairextralife-2024 and just pick somebody from the roster to donate to. It's a good cause. And if you donate, you'll be entered to win our prize pack, which has stuff from Chaosium, Gooey Cube, Even Footing Games, Canadian Dice, us here at the Vactair, and Extra Life themselves. Pretty cool swag. You could win it. Oh no, your thought doesn't work. What were you thinking, Liz, just while we're waiting for Artemis to reload?
I'm not looking just in case. I want to be honorable.
I appreciate your honorability. Sunlight?
See, I was thinking that too, but like you don't eat sunlight?
I'll give you another hint. Don't take it so literally.
Well, that just stresses me out more.
I'm sorry. Did you say something, Artemis? I thought I saw your thing light up.
Is my microphone working now?
No, it's very, very quiet.
You're very quiet, friend.
Like almost like you're coming through your webcam that's on the other side of the room. No worries. You do you, boo. Do, 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 do,
How about
do.
now? Is that any
Oh, you
better?
sound lovely.
There you are. You're
I
back.
don't sound lovely. I sound sick.
You sound sickly lovely. I don't lovely sick. Lovely. I don't know.
Okay, so sorry. Where are we with this riddle now?
So you've had two
Right.
hints. One of them is the last sentence is the most important part of it. It kind of sets the stage for the rest of it. And
Okay.
don't think about it literally.
The last sentence being the staple of nations. Oh, would you just load, please? That would be super great.
I was
No.
I was thinking. I said air, but I'm not super confident in that. And then, like, I was thinking about like populations, but eating populations doesn't sound so great.
I'm on fantasy grounds. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, so unplowed field, which increases the staple of nations. Useless and yet. Is it? Oh my god! Is it like conflict
Is that what you're gonna
or
go
something? Sorry, my brain is not working.
with? That's okay.
Grows, increases without growing, remains whole though it is eaten.
I love how
Defeated
your sicky
without-
voice made conflict come through as codflick.
The doodles. If I would say conflict or
Conflict?
war, I guess would be the same thing, like conflict or war.
Okay.
But I don't know what you think.
I said air. So war sounds better than me.
Gonna go with war?
Yeah, I get like. I guess it depends on how specific he wants it to be, but I guess yeah, I would say like conflict or war.
Okay. So you say
Oh.
war, and it
Or conflict if you're the CC.
codflick. You say codflick, and for a long moment, the single word kind of echoes unnaturally within this space. And then the diva just kind of looks down at you, moves its big, heavy gold mace to like almost like bash it into its other fist, you know, like how people do with billy clubs or whatever.
Oh dear, I think he
Yeah.
pissed it off.
Well, that would be how my day's been going so far. So
He sort of sets
sorry,
the mace down.
it's still loading back in, but it's trying. So
That's okay. That's okay. He puts the mace down and kind of leans it against his leg, and then from behind his back, he unhooks something and holds out to you what looks to be a buffalo horn, but it's gilded in gold and has a leather strap.
that's very pretty.
Oh, was that for us? Oh, thank you so much. And Niche will not hesitate to take it.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's like really big.
It's, I mean, like a buffalo horn. It's
Oh,
quite.
okay. All right.
It's got some
Got it.
size and girth to it, but as you take it, you can tell it's been hollowed out, and a little like gold mouthpiece has been put on one side. So you think it's
So it's
actually
like a war horn.
a war horn. Yeah.
Now this is lovely.
So you have obtained the horn of the war diva. You add this to your inventory.
Ooh, that's fun.
It's
As
an
a DM, that's fun.
It's an ornate golden horn. You can see that there is actually really delicate filigree that's been carved into the gold itself. And upon summoning or sounding this horn, a diva is summoned, friendly to you and your party. It'll offer its assistance for 1 minute. And once you've used it, it becomes inactive until you answer another riddle and until the next dawn. So you can only use it once a day, and you have to answer another riddle to make it active again. And
Okay.
because you're a bard, you can actually use this as your spellcasting focus.
Oh, lovely. Too bad I prefer strings, but not entirely unversed in the horn.
Just putting it out there. So if you have proficiency in horns, you would also add your proficiency bonus to whatever you're doing with this. If you're just playing it.
Okay.
Come on, you could do it. I believe in you.
All
There we
right,
go.
so
Oh, look at that. I have a map.
once you take this horn, the diva stands back up and picks up his mace and just seems to fall back into stone.
Oh. Well. Okay
Yeah, I
then.
told you this place was weird.
But it didn't eat us, so.
That's a bonus.
Not even in the fun way.
No,
I think
not-
you might have to
not
put a
even in the
torch
fun
or
way.
a lantern back on because everything is dark, but I can at least see the map again.
That's weird. It
There
says
we
you
go.
have a lantern on you.
Oh. Oh, it was just loading. There we
Oh,
go.
okay, okay. Okay, so you have defeated the Deva. What would you like to do?
Gonna right where I'm standing on the like tile in front of me. I'm gonna write in there, like write with some chalk, answer his question, and then we'll keep going.
Okay.
You like to leave a lot of instructions. Are you
I
anticipating?
saw somebody else do it last time that I was here. They kept like marking things on doors that they had seen, and I don't know. Some of this stuff seems to repeat itself, so it might be helpful in the future if we ever come back.
Well, that's very courteous of you, I guess. Okay. If you want to waste our time doing that, sure.
You got anywhere else that you gotta be right now?
I have lots
right
of
this
places I would
second?
much rather be right now, darling.
Well, me too, but the fact of the matter is that we're here. So
Right, and I would like to be back in the ballroom dancing my evenings away, but no, I'm here with you and this horn, which I would love to sell for a lot of money. So
please no.
don't sell the horn.
No, Davis are awesome.
Right, and so someone's going to pay an awesome amount of money for this thing.
Give me a history check.
Me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're just slowly like
A
moving through the
9.
room as we're talking about this.
You think for the gold value alone, it would be pretty expensive without the enchantment or diva or anything else.
My darling, this could set us up for life. And by us, I mean me.
Okay, well, you just hang on to that for right now. And if you feel this weird sensation coming over you, like you're gonna, like, I don't know, poof out of here, just hand it to me, okay?
I will take that into consideration.
Anyways, we should keep going.
All right. So you had
And I'm still poking the floor in front of me because I'm on the actual floor this time.
okay. So you keep heading down the corridor with your quarterstaff kind of poking along the way. Nisha's following you, kind of ogling the war horn, buffing it up on like their sleeve.
I don't think it's a genie lamp.
Oh,
I don't think
but
it works that way.
it's going to sell easier if it's looking polished and new. There's a little bit of is that granite or let me
You did not just spit shine a fucking war horn of a diva.
there was dirt on it. I mean, it's dirty. I'm not going to sell dirty
Somewhere in
merchandise.
like Mount Celestia, that diva is just like watching through a crystal ball, going, "What the hell?"
Ends up with like a glob of spit on his face.
No, now it just summons Keyli.
Okay, so you head back down the corridor. Are you taking
Yes.
the weird room again, or are you going to continue north?
The so the door with the creepy doll in it was past the weird room that made me feel like I was drunk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the north first and just check out up there, make sure nothing's gonna like, I don't know, come up behind us and try to eat us.
Sure, sure.
Delightful. Let's go.
So as you're approaching the northwest, you begin to hear the sounds of what almost sounds like a tavern. There's the noises of, chatter and the clank of like pewter and wood dishware. You get the smell of like roasting meats. And as you enter the space, you find you're in essentially a tavern. There's a
Oh,
massive...
this is where I started last year.
There's a massive grill that's set up in one corner that is being manned by an Etten and 3 goblins dressed in like white button-down tunics, black bow ties, and aprons over black trousers are moving about the space, like serving. You can see, and since you started here last time, there have been some upgrades. The Etten themselves, is dressed in chef's whites rather than just kind of like a smock, and all of the dishware is not silver exactly, but it's definitely an upgrade from like earthenware and wood. You feel there's, some money has gone into this space to make it more comfortable, more accepting, and even the smell of the meat smells a little more decadent than you remember.
It's all those adventurers that keep dying down here. They just go pick up their pockets.
As you come in, a goblin kind of comes over to you and ushers you to a table, you and Niche.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello! Welcome to...
You guys got some...
Oh, what? What do you want?
I was gonna say, you guys got some upgrades going on.
Oh, you've been here before, have you?
Yes, at least once, maybe twice.
And you lived?
I think so.
Huh. Well, what can I do you for?
You
I
have
look at
a
Niche. Are you
menu?
hungry?
Is there a menu? What are your specials? You haven't even introduced yourself.
Well, I
I
was going
mean-
to, but then this one kept talking.
Oh, well, excuse them. Their manners leave something to be desired.
I'll say.
I have like a bread roll halfway to my mouth. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, they are banquet tables, like harvest tables. You kind of just get sat wherever there's space. You will share space with other people.
no, not even private tables. Okay. Well, what I can smell meat. What kind of meat are you serving? Is there any sort of formal introductory process to this experience?
Oh, so you want me to go through my spiel now?
I was asking you to if you are capable of doing such a thing, but
Of course I'm capable. What kind of question is that?
I don't know. You haven't done it yet, so
Well, you keep talking.
well, you have yet to speak, so
I've been speaking this whole time, but then you break off and like start yabbering on.
okay. Please introduce us to this establishment.
Welcome to Etten Eats, the underground. That's Lenny George over there behind the grill. They'll be cooking all your food today. I'm Nutsack.
Delightful.
We don't have specials. You basically get what you're given.
So it's like a tasting menu.
Sure.
Great.
Do you want mead, ale, wine?
I would love a wine.
All right. What about you?
Ale and food is great. Thank you.
All right. You want food too? Or are you just gonna...
Please, I would love some food.
All right. All right. You stay here. Don't go anywhere. And this goblin like scurries off to get your liquor.
Who else is here right now?
Around you, you see that there are several seats that are full. You also hear very loud snoring from some space beyond the north of you. There's a mixture of like dwarves and elves, humans, obviously the goblins that are moving around. You see a couple bugbears. All of them are in different states of like armor and clothing. Some are in like street clothes, others are in adventuring gear. You see what looks almost reticent to a city guard. A pair of them are like sitting somewhere.
Or bastards.
So all of these people are stuck in this place?
Probably. This is where I woke up the last time that I was here.
Oh.
There's a door like she kind of looks around and she's like, there's a door around here that if you go in there, there's a lady in there that like is just really surprised to see you and she's kind of mean.
There are doors from this room to your northeast and west, and then the hallway to the south.
I would be kind of mean if someone just walked into my room, so that kind of makes sense.
That's fair. They were playing some kind of game.
Oh,
I think we interrupted it.
okay. I do enjoy a game.
The goblin returns, Nutsack returns, and drops 2 goblets of ale in front of you.
I
And
asked
walks away.
for wine.
Yeah.
Wow.
That happens here.
Okay.
It's okay.
Wow.
I think it's
Why even make
ale.
the offer if you're not going to even bring it? You know, I would have declined.
They're-
I'm not going to drink this. This is disgusting.
They've upgraded a lot since the last time, and also you're gonna
Upgraded?
starve down here if you don't like relax your standards just a little bit. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm going to starve because I refuse to drink ale.
Yes.
My God, what kind of place is this?
You get the
How
sense that Erilyn's
I-
been down here a little while and she's a little nuts.
Okay, Niche. We've gotten out of stickier situations than this. All things considered, we're not restrained.
You refer to yourself in the third person too. I traveled with somebody for a little while last time that did that. They were like, I think they were a halfling. And they like referred to themselves in the third person all the time.
I mean, I don't
It was kind of wild.
entirely refer to myself as in the third person. Just it's when I need a pep talk. You know, do you not give yourself pep talks like that?
No, I usually just talk to a plant.
That yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lovely.
I know you didn't wake up today expecting Fever Dream Artemis to show up, but Fever Dream Artemis is here, so.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I will
It's fine.
make do, you know, as they say. Make lemonade out of lemons.
That's good. That's a good way to look at it. Then
Mm.
at least when you do die, you're happy.
Oh, you think I'm going to die in a place like this? I
Keep
would never die
insulting
in a
people
place
who
like
make
this.
food, you're definitely gonna die.
I didn't insult them. I just was trying to get the service that we're warranted. If I'm paying for an experience, I deserve to get that experience that I paid for.
But that doesn't mean that you can be a twat to them too, because they are in the service industry, and the service industry is really, really hard because people are mean to them.
That is true.
Well, they probably deserve
Yes.
it if they're giving crappy service like this.
This is actually really upgraded from the last time that I was here. And, they're just working, trying to make a living, man.
Better to
Everybody's
not
got to
be
do
rich.
something down here.
Look, I'm not here to have this kind of discussion. I don't even know. I'm not here for anything really because I didn't come here of my own free will, so
Nobody ever does, man. That's not true. There was this one person that came through here last year that they did it on purpose because they wanted to see if they could do it a second time. But other than that, I don't know anybody else who's ever been here on purpose.
you just make an annual trip. It's like a vacation.
So
Every year you make
far.
a pilgrimage here.
So far. It's kind of like, I don't know, have you ever been to the Feywild where sometimes you just you're walking through the woods and you pass between two branches that are hanging and they make a doorway and you end up in the Feywild? It's kind of like that.
Not in that exact circumstances, but I have made a trip or two to the Feywild on occasion.
It's kind of like that, but terrible here.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I'm utterly powerless, and I.
Didn't mean to do that.
Oh gosh. Oh no! Don't die! Don't die! If you die in real life, you die in the game.
I'm good. I just have a terrible cough and it just comes out of nowhere sometimes. Don't get adenovirus. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I will try not to.
Stop licking doorknobs.
And if you do get it, stay home.
Yes. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break because we've been up for 2 hours now. So we got to make sure we're stretching and hydrating and pooping when we need to. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, maybe less.
Great.
You're back.